Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. This is the historic town of Guilford where we're staying for a few days before our move to France. If you're new here, my name is Kate and a few years ago I sold my UK house and prepared for a move to southwest France. I bought a small petite chateau near the city of Pau. We stayed for 3 nights at the Mandalay Hotel, which has a beautiful Edwardian facade. They also welcome dogs, which was important for us, and if you have a pet with you, you stay in this very sweet little coach house. Here's my little dog Ella and my husband getting ready for an evening stroll.
Ready for evening walk?
Unfortunately for me, it was only when we got to the hotel after the packers had moved everything out onto the trucks that I realised that I had not packed my dog's EU passport. This sent us into quite a panic because without her passport she would not be able to travel to France with us in a couple of days. I managed to get an emergency appointment at a vet that issues animal health certificates for travel to France. Here we are at Pars Pets and hopefully we're going to get the health certificate that we need to travel to France today after a very stressful 36 hours. Hello. Are you ready for your appointment to get your documents for France? The rules have recently changed to take your pet from the UK into the EU, so appointments were quite scarce, but I did manage to get one cancellation in South London. It was very busy with lots of dogs getting their health certificates. Once we had that all sorted, we had a little bit of time left over for some book shopping. This is Waterstones in Guildford. We had various amounts of money on different book vouchers that we were trying to sort out and use up before the move. I love perusing bookshops and just spending time in them. I get a lot of my books from charity shops, but sometimes it's nice to get some new books too. My eldest daughter is studying ecology and biology conservation at university, and she didn't need any encouragement to have a little bit of a shop for books for herself. I've heard of this book, The Accidental Gardener, and I've wanted to read it for a while. In fact, there were so many beautiful books on gardening, conservation, wildlife. We could really have bought quite a lot. I have so many gardening books already, and I can't wait to see them when they arrive in France. Some of them I haven't seen for a few years. They've been boxed up, so I was really resisting buying anything new here. My daughter also likes the outdoors, so we had a look for a Pyrénées guide, but we couldn't find one.
No, for me.
For you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was advanced by clergymen, academics and women whose findings would alter irrevocably our perception of the world.
One joy of having older children is the pleasure of discussing books with them.
Ooh, a cheesemonger's tour de France.
That looks good, doesn't it? Very tasty.
Yeah.
Book of Crumbles. And it's one River Cottage book I don't have. They rewilded a farm.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your help. That's okay.
Should we get that one there?
Yeah.
You like this one, Beatrix?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Got a really, really lovely cover. Beautiful book. I would buy it just to display it.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's a really lovely book. Perhaps we should get that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I used to do quite a bit of sketching, so I bought myself a book just to help me get back into it, and also this book looked very interesting too. And this book called The Château by William Maxwell caught my eye, so of course I had to buy that one as well. A lovely bit of book shopping to de-stress and forget about a missing dog passport. Very early the next morning, we arrived at the Eurotunnel, had our passports checked, and before we knew it, we were onto the train. This is the Euro shuttle. You basically drive on and the train takes you to France. It takes about 35 minutes. We prefer using the tunnel rather than the ferries because your pet can stay with you for the entire journey. They can have a very quick break from the car and a drink of water, and you can see here that I've actually dropped her water bowl. I think my husband here is still quite stressed about the missing passport, Then we were off on our way. Bye bye England and bonjour France. Then we were in France enjoying the lovely spacious roads and following this rather beautiful black Lamborghini. There were lots of beautiful sports cars on the road, probably heading down to Le Mans, I imagine. We stayed the night in Tours, about halfway between Calais and Pau. We stayed at the Château Belmont, just outside of Tours. We stayed here last year and we decided to stay here again because sometimes when your whole life is up in the air, you're moving countries, it's nice to see somewhere you've seen before. They also have a beautiful chateau parkland that you can walk around in the evening with your dog. It's nice for her to get a chance to stretch her legs. Here you can see the original chateau walls from the 18th century. It was very peaceful. Most guests don't venture down here, so it was a lovely way to relax after a day on the motorway in France.
Batang. Fancy a game of Batang? It's quite hot, really. First night in France. Very tired, exhausted, emotionally drained. But yeah, it feels really good to be here.
My husband requested some fresh milk to make some tea.
Merci beaucoup.
Then it was up the beautiful 18th century staircase to bed. With a quick glance at this beautiful mechanism on the old window, can't help myself, I love old things. One day later and we were waking up in our own chateau and I can't tell you how good that felt. We viewed the chateau 18 months ago and bought it 12 months ago and have not been able to live in it since, only visit for holidays. But she was so worth the wait. One of the first things that I did was go and check out my brand new vegetable garden. Last summer, my gardener Daniel and I set out where we would have the vegetable garden. He rotivated it for me and put up the fencing and laid out the first set of crops. So when I arrived in early July, I already had ripe tomatoes to pick. That was a real treat. One of my children in particular absolutely adores tomatoes. In the future, I plan to extend the vegetable garden further, but for now, it's absolutely amazing to be able to go out into your own garden and harvest your lunch. We've certainly got plenty of lettuce to keep us going, and plenty of tomatoes ready to ripen as well. My daughter helped me film this, and she really couldn't wait to get back to the kitchen and start eating her tomatoes. And so, after a quick wash, we prepared our first lunch ever in the chateau using vegetables from our own garden. Thank you for watching and join me next time for a tour of the chateau.